नमस्कार, आप सबका स्वागत है. Welcome, each one. So the conversation is, can we have the first slide, please? Welcome to a hunger conversation. Any idea what does hunger mean? Any idea? Aspiration. What else? Come again? Okay. What else? Hunger. Desire. Need. Got it. Come again? Fire. Got it. Passion. Got it. So we know quite a few words about this. So today there are two people who are going to play a role other than me in this conversation. One is an 18-year-old whose name I know, and one is a person whose name I know but his age I don't. The 18-year-old is my son, Arth, and the person whose age I don't know is Hod Lipson. Today they are going to be part of my hunger conversation because for me this is all about So today what I want to invite you to is not to talk about the concept of hunger, but about Mai is the person who's sitting in your seat, because I am going to explore with you my hunger. Does it make any sense to actually explore MY hunger? My hunger? Why does it make sense to, and if I'm saying it only makes sense if you can explore.
If I don't identify my passion or my hunger, I will not be able to identify.
So this is not a knowledge session. This is a discovery session. Are we ready for that discovery session?
Yes.
Are we ready to mine within ourselves for some discovery for ourselves? Yes or yes? Got it. So dear friends, please pull this conversation towards you and look at two people in your life. One, someone who's precious, and the other, whom you are really inspired by. One will be somebody whom you want to really do something for, and the other would be something which you will seek something from. Are you ready for a conversation about? Got it. Are you ready for that? Yes. Zindabad. So consider, my friends, it all starts with want for one. Want. I seek. I want more. Want. Any idea what could want be stemming from? Need. Beautiful. What else? What else could want be stemming from? Aspiration. Wonderful. Interesting. Need, aspiration. Wonderful. What else could want? Lovely. So just consider, need is something that I need. This is what I aspire for. And consider for a moment, growth could also be not just that I want to grow into, but what do I need to grow such that I achieve? Yes or yes? So please listen to want for more, not just in terms of aspirations which are happening outside, but my want from myself too, to grow into something such that more I get. Who's going to ask you to want? I. Just I. Because nobody in this world wants that what I want as much as. Are we clear on this? So this conversation is about fueling that I. Have you noticed the we is missing? Us is missing. You know why? Yeah, because we is something we hide behind. We'll do it. We will do it together. We shall. I'll just be back. This conversation is about that extraordinary set of eyes who make that phenomenal we. Are we ready for that conversation? So consider, this conversation is about my hunger to live my story. So any idea what do I do? What's my story? I'm an actor. So my story should be I'm an actor. Guess, except that I found that I'm also an actor. I'm also a father, also a son, also a husband, also a traveler, also a photographer, also a communicator. I am a series of alsos. In fact, so my hunger will not suffice just to live my story, if you think that's the only story that I have. Because I am beyond any silo anybody put me in or any silo that I put myself in. So therefore, I don't have just one story. I have, in fact, my hunger to live. Can we read this? I want to ask you one quick question. Do you see yourself living more than one story in your life? Yes or yes? This conversation is about that hunger to live your stories. Any idea what makes us step out from that story to stories? Who makes us step out of that one story? Again, I. Because the world loves to understand and have definitions. Yes or yes? You know one of the most amazing questions that I get? Unique ones. How come you're here in Take HR? How come? How come you? Like, what? What about me? I don't fit. In whose description? The world's description. And you know where I will be? I'll be completely okay in one scenario which they will say, yeah, you belong there. My question to people like this is, I get it that you say that I don't belong here. My question is, what are the places that you think you don't belong in? Which are the areas of your life which you say cannot be part of your story? Are you getting a sense of it? So this for me is at the core of the human being, that the human being will not be defined by others. The human being will be designed and defined by himself. But here is an issue. Do you know each one of you is successful? That's why you're here. Either somebody sponsored you or you paid for your own way into this. Hello? मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं लगा कि आने दे आप आइए बहुत अच्छे हैं आप please come. You must come. I think you're a wonderful human being. Please come. Hello, ऐसा नहीं हुआ ना? Everything is paid for. There is abundance, yes or yes? And we're talking hunger. Better to talk of gas. Breakfast was too heavy. I had too many coffees for free. Coffee piyo, Fanta piyo, kuch bhi piyo. In abundance, we are talking of hunger. Tell me honestly, do you remember the time that you stepped out of college and you were very worried whether you'll get that job or not? Do you remember that? Some of you do remember. Wow, what memory. It just yawns back. You know when you were scared of the future, now you are in a way established. Still a little bit scared of the future, but established. Consider in the midst of this abundance, that's when you break yourself, is when you can create hunger. And what I'm going to share with you is my thoughts about how we can create hunger amidst abundance. And the seed for it is The restless. Look, I'll be very frank. It breaks some of the myths. As much as I believe in centering, I'm a little off. I am a little off. And I want to really ask you this question. Have you noticed that you have done some things unique when you have been off? Off? Slightly off? Have you seen that you have done a lot of what others have been doing when you're not off? When you follow? And that path is deep because a lot of people have been walking there. This conversation is about seeding that restless which takes you beyond. My friends, you'll really need to participate in this, all right? Because these words are not by chance. Have I written beyond today and us? Or them? Or you? This is about beyond today and me. This conversation of being restless is, today your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner is taken care of, and your tea is in between, and some interesting conversation with people. It's taken care of. Today, even you are taken care of. Comfortable right now? Is the AC okay? Taken care of. Everything is sorted. Pani kahan par hai? Sorry, ma'am. The water is here. Thanks. How many of us are just taking a swig and just leaving the bottle and getting to the next bottle? We won't do it at home, will we? पानी खत्म कर पैसा लगता है. Beyond today and me, when you start looking, because the future need not include you. Are we aware of it or not? As much as we want this to continue, future may not include. So this conversation is when we really get to disrupt that certainty that we have lulled ourselves into. Even though we say that we want to talk innovation, even though we say the right words, that yes, we must do something different, I really want you to have a hard look at the things that you're certain about, things that work for you. Things that you're certain don't work for you. Are you seeing those things? Things that work for me, things that don't work for me. And I just really want you to get, these are not the things that you will tell anyone. Okay? So this conversation, if you notice, is not happening on the stage. This conversation is happening where you are sitting. Because there is no rocket science in this. I'm just talking me. And I have a feeling you think a bit like me as a human being. So consider for a moment that as you are getting restless and as you want to try something extraordinary for yourself, you truly get that you cannot do it alone. Are we clear about this? I mean, one sec. 3 people are clear about it. Anyone else? Yes. Please get this, flat. We cannot do it alone, and therefore, somebody like me says, you know what, Ashish, you really want to do something else? And you're hungry? I have to find my role in? यहाँ पे anybody from Tamil Nadu? अवड़ना ऐसा ही है. Not just my hunger, I have a role in others' hunger. I have to continuously share and make sure that people around me are hungry too, because otherwise they cannot be the wind beneath my sails. Are we getting a sense of what I'm sharing? My friends, this conversation is about creating and disrupting the certainty even in others. That's why I'm here right now. Because whatever that I believe in, I cannot just go on saying about it again and again within me. I have to reach out and to speak to disbelief. One of the critical things in life is that we have to be ready to speak into disbelief. Because I had to first convince myself that I can do something other than acting. I had to speak to my disbelief. And then soon enough, I started speaking into others' disbelief. Ashish, you're just an actor. Sure, I can also do another thing. Nahi yaar. Yes, I can try. Just give me a try. So disrupting even others' certainty is a key part of it. And consider that in life. Can we read this aloud, all of us? 1, 2, 3. Fuel hunger. It's a much used term, is it? Can you fuel somebody's hunger? Any idea how we fuel hunger? Got it? What am I doing by, if you're saying that I'm fueling hunger? What is it? Satisfying? Am I satisfying or am I doing something else? Questioning, asking, provoking, thank you. Igniting, asking. If I'm saying just asking. My friends, one of the beautiful things that I heard, and I don't at all, but I'm just saying that what inspired me years back when I read about were the Socratic questions. When I found out at that age that Socrates only asked questions, and I said, really? But why? Why would he just ask questions? And through the years, I have discovered even more interesting questions for myself, which fuel me ahead. Tell me honestly, haven't your journeys been fueled by questions? Where you have asked yourself another time, hey, is this what I want to do? Yes or yes? And haven't you also noticed each time you went for ready answers, in the long term, they never fit you? Welcome to the world where you are doing ongoingly, fueling the hunger, the collective hunger of a set of people. Just checking one thing. Are any of you part of any organization? Or you work with organizations? Does this make any sense to you? Are we getting a sense of something? Now, consider this, my friends. Could this be a way of you looking at other people who are working along with you as somebody who's fueling their collective hunger? Because for that, we need to do some active living. Active living for me also is hungry living. Hungry living for me is also to do with movement. It's to do with continuous movement, not be static. Because I have discovered this, my friends, as I move, new horizons appear. As I come here, something else I can see, which I couldn't see earlier. Has it ever struck you, hasn't it happened to you, that as you moved, seemingly for no reason, some other things appeared? Yes or yes? Today, something appeared for me as I came here. So each time I come to an event like this, not just do I speak, I go and attend some amazing events. And I took two names today. One person's age I didn't know. What is that person's name? Hod? Got it. This gentleman moved me today. He moved me today by something that he shared. And I will come to it. But what I want to first for you to get is that as you move, new horizons appear, amplifying our impact on life exponentially. Because I can only do that much. But the moment I start impacting more, if I want to impact more, that's when I reach out and think exponential, not just think, थोड़ा सा improve कर देते हैं यार. I'll slightly improve. Tell me honestly, how will it be for your teams to amplify that impact on life? Does it say delivery? No, it says impact. Do you see the difference between deliver and having an impact? It is that arrogance that I'm not just delivering, I'm having an impact. That's what I'm welcoming you to. And for me, The differentiator between a person who delivers and a person who impacts is passion. How do you say it? Passion. Those aag chahiye. There is no space for routine in passion. There is no space. Please get it. First of all, there is no routine. If there is, throw it out. Because passion is the differentiator which makes you respect your day. Passion for aag. I'm 54 and I'm hungry. Do you have that passion is what you want to ask yourself. Because I'm trying to encapsulate an entire workshop with you for 20 minutes, okay? So I just want you to break it down to 3 steps. The first is hunger. Bhook nahi hoga to kuch nahi hoga, dost. The second part of that is very critical, that as you're hungry, you learn to break. What? The cast that I have woven myself into. Then I say, you made me. No, I did. So I break. I learn. I unlearn. I discover new things. Hard for me today. He did something I wept right before I came in, and I'll share it with you why. Break. And the final part is, after everything that you have gotten, your ability to leap. Leap. Because I'll tell you something very, very interesting. As you innovate, as you want to create something extraordinary, can we read this aloud? 1, 2, 3. With your leap. Igniting others with your leap, not the stalking of leap, leaping. So even when I decided that I will do something extraordinary, something different with my life other than just acting, apart from acting, also acting, I had to leap into this. Did I know it'll work? No. Do you think it'll always work? No. But I am ready to face the consequences of it. Welcome to life, yes or yes? Yes. Welcome. Because people, my friends, will only join you after you leap. Absolutely. Not for example, for yourself. You know, don't have that burden on you. Tumhare liye kood raha hu. Apne liye koodo, people will join. If you survive. Daring hai kya? Zone uska hai, dost. I'm very scared of people like you. 150, selfies I took in the last 8 hours. And 3 people with whom I didn't take a selfie, I said, I'm a big fan. I said, yeah, not right now, I'm just with myself. You just lost a fan. Welcome to life. I have to impact, but I should not be scared of that. For me, as I quickly wind up, each morning is I get awake to live. Not live what I did before. In fact, for me, it is each morning I leap to innovate, because new day is a new innovation for me, my friends. New day is not just another day. For me, that is how each morning is. And finally, as I just come down to my last slide, I just want to end with one conversation. This morning, as I woke up, I was just in preparation for, the sessions that we are doing. And then I went down to this extraordinary session in the morning at 9 odds, and then I went to his masterclass right now. And I had tears in my eyes. Because he did something which I never knew. He brought for me the humanness of possibility in a conversation of AI. So as my son, who's studying at Berkeley, as he's studying computer science, I could see a possibility that not only is that child of mine can be a computer scientist, but be a human who can make a difference in such a way that I would say, never thought I could. And I want you to just consider this moment. Each evening, after you've lived your day, how will it be? As you go to sleep, as you look back on your day, you can say to yourself, never thought I could. but I did it. How will it be for you? This is the invite I'm leaving you with. Because that possibility of doing something which you never did before originates from this question which I'm asking you. Hungry kya? That's the future, my friends. Appreciate you being here. Have a phenomenal time. And let's continue the conversation at different places. This is how you can reach out to me. And I would love to have conversations with you. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका. Please go and make a difference to the extraordinary organizations that you belong to. People there need you. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका. Thank you.
That was a phenomenal session, so thanks a ton, Ashish, for that. We have time for possibly two quick questions, so maybe we'll start with the gentleman who's got their hand raised.
Sorry. Hi, sir. Thank you for a great session.
Namaskar.
The question I have is, does hunger lead to exhaustion? And if yes, then how do you counter that?
Yes, it does tire. Definitely it does. I sleep a little less than I should, but I choose to. And hunger has nothing to do with comfort. Hunger is to do with, do you want to do more or do you really want to be comfortable? Just to let you know, whatever you think about films, films look very glamorous from a distance, but a lot of interesting hard work goes in. We work in amazingly trying scenarios. So filmmakers are extremely tough people, okay? We work in amazing temperatures and amazing dust, smoke and everything. So for me, tiredness is not an issue. It's the privilege of life, and with that life, can I do something? That's interesting for me. It's easy for me. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
The gentleman in the first row, please.
Yeah, okay.
Hi Ashish, I'm Vipul Dave.
Namaskar.
Just namaskar. There is between passion to junoon to jihad. I'm not talking about the jihad in any sense, but it's the madness. It's the madness. When you're taking up that kind of energy to that kind of thing, does the purpose has an impact? Does the purpose go away from the
So, बहुत ज़रूरी है have a method to your madness. As they say that if I take a leap and I die, there will be a memorial section. That's it. So really be responsible for yourself. The entire thing about being passionate is that that's my hunger. I'm taking that call. So it's not about that I can blame it on anyone. It's my responsibility to manage my life, my family, and the people who love me. So it's completely, it's like I will drive fast and be responsible for it. That is the zone. So the zone is not that I am like free of responsibility. मैं खेलूंगा और चोट लगेगी, I will deal with it.
Thank you so much. A little bit more on that part.
Yeah, we'll just move to the next question. No, we'll just kind of, so that others also have an opportunity.
So just one
the
fine
lady
question.
there, lady there,
in,
she's raised her hand.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Hello, sir. This is Akshita.
Namaskar.
I have one question for you, which is, what is your most memorable, I never thought I would, but I did moment, and why?
Definitely this one. Today's moment was extraordinary, yaar. I mean, if you can just catch his sessions and how he's liberating minds. I've always been, I always wanted to do science. I had science till 12th standard, failed miserably in math, got 12 out of 100. Still don't know how I got 12. So, laugh. So I had to give up math. But for me, since then, when my child who speaks mathematics, and then I used to joke that I don't know where he found that gene. And somebody said, it's not yours. For me to get that wow, when I'm wowed by people who do things that I can't, and if I can be in appreciation of that, seriously, we are putting too much stress on competition. How will it be if we can be inspired by someone who can do something which you haven't, and then you take on doing things that you never thought you could? For me, that is why this conversation, just one more thing I just want to mention. He mentioned something very, very powerful. He shared that, even creativity is something which AI is going to take care of. But one thing it still cannot. You know what that is? Conversations. So let us keep engaging in conversations which empower us, take us to the next level of participation in life. Don't be worried if you think that it's a very simple conversation. I make a living out of simple conversations. All right? So, thank you so much, and I think we have run out of time. बहुत shukriya. Would be great to meet you at your organization if we can curate something for you. बहुत shukriya आप सबका. Have a phenomenal time at the session here. Thanks so much.
बहुत shukriya Ashish ji आपका भी for this phenomenal session.